Hey everybody, welcome to Visalia Talks, your local talk show that brings you everything you need to know about what's going on right here in your community. And I've got a special treat for you guys right now. I've got some of the team of Loudmouth Poetry Slam, my guys and gals over there at Loudmouth Poetry Slam. I've got Michael Hassel with us today. How are you, Michael?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic.
Yes, I've got Lady Case. Nice to meet you today.
Nice to meet you. How are you doing?
Yes, so good. And I've got the Protected Poet.
That's
Don't you know it? Thank you guys so much for joining us today. I'm super excited to hear everything about what's going on over at Loudmouth. The new season is started or starting. I want to hear all about it. Let them know what's going on with the Loudmouth Poetry Slam these days.
Absolutely. So since the last time I've been here, I was promoting the Grand Slam, which went about selecting our current slam team.
Yes.
And I am excited to share that we have narrowed down our top 5 poets of the year and have our team selected that is going to represent our Central Valley community at the Bigfoot Regional Poetry Slam this July. So
yes, congratulations.
I'm really excited to have 2 of my teammates join me, Julian Blackman, the Protected Poet, and our current Grand Slam champion,
No
Lady
way,
K.
what? I didn't even know I was in her presence. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, I can't wait to hear you. Absolutely. So the Nationals are starting up in July.
Yes.
Yes. So you guys are doing everything you need to do to prepare for that, yes?
Most definitely.
Yes. Okay. So how can we help? What is it that you guys want to put out there into the community on what are we doing, guys?
So, we have a lot of events that are coming up in preparation for the national level. We really just want to make sure that we're putting our best foot forward to represent the Central Valley and everything that we have going on poetry-wise. So we have Porch Fest that is coming up in the end of April.
Yes.
We have other events throughout the months leading up to it, as well as we're hosting our own regional competition. So we'll bring in teams from all throughout California to be able to show their talent as well. People don't really always know what poetry is, especially competitive poetry. So, and it's an even bigger difference when you get into team poetry and you hear group pieces and just all of the capacity that poetry has. So we're doing that. We have individual events that we all participate in, just to make sure that the conversation is always rotating about what we got going on poetry-wise.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, it's a whole sport, huh? That people don't really understand that it's a sport that's going on out there. Yeah, that's really cool. So so the Porch Fest, that's here in Visalia?
It's actually going to be taking place in Fresno, in the Tower District.
Yes, I remember that. So that's really cool. So you guys are going to be a part. You guys are going to have a place there.
So
yes.
Go ahead.
Oh yes. So yes. I actually have my girlfriend has her home in Tower District. And it's right there in the middle of the neighborhood. It's directly across the street from Fresno City campus. And we are going to be the only porch that is dedicating a stage for spoken word poetry. Not just the team. The team is going to be the headlining feature for our stage, but we're hoping to invite poets from all across the Central Valley to have time to take some time on our stage to share their work.
Yeah, so Porch Fest, if you are a poet and you want to just come out and speak some word, when is it again?
It'll be April 26th.
April 26th in Fresno, Tower District, Porch Fest. Get a hold of Loudmouth and see where that stage is going to be. That's amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so are you guys doing any fundraisers to help you guys out?
So we have we're always doing fundraisers, and we want to make sure that we put it out there that it's not just that we're, while donations are great and we love them, we are offering our talents. So if you have an organization that would like us to come out and do any sort of readings, or we also do, Michael and I both individually and collectively have workshops that we can facilitate for your organization, for your school. If you want motivational to come and talk to your groups. So yes, while we do take donations, we do have a GoFundMe set up to help fund the team's trip to Portland in July. It's not just, we want it to be reciprocal. So while we're asking for monetary compensation, we can provide a poetry, spoken word event for your community, and we can tailor it however you need to. So it's not just about getting donations. While we appreciate everything that the community, and they've already done so much for us year after year, we do offer our services as well as poets and spoken word artists, and that can look many different ways. So just hit us up and we'll let you know what we can do for you.
Absolutely. That's absolutely beautiful. I love that. You guys obviously need donations because you guys are traveling, and it's like a starving artist mentality, right? Still,
Absolutely,
right? As you guys are artists here.
Most
and
definitely.
so but you're not just want to taking, you're like, we'll work for food, like type thing.
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
In a way it is.
No, I love it. You're not just asking to take, you want to give at the same time. So that's the community, I'm sure, will appreciate that. And also, what is your GoFundMe?
So our GoFundMe is I believe I forward the link. So
okay, then that's perfect. We'll just have it. We'll have it down there. Definitely, if you guys want to help them out on their organizations for their travels, when they need to travel, they need means of traveling, like a vehicle or tickets or anything like that. They're going to need maybe a rental when they get there. They're going to need to pay for their gas. They're going to need hotel stay or whatever that is.
And there's 5 of us.
Yeah, they're going to need to eat while they're there. You need meals while you're there. So it's a lot that goes into it, guys. And there's enough out there. Let's give them a hand. Let's give them a hand. They're representing. So you guys are Visalia holds the hub for the Central Valley poets.
Most definitely.
Right?
Just because even though we are based in Visalia, our slam team this year is represented from the whole span of the Central Valley. You have me in Visalia. Kwame's here is based in Fresno, and then Protected over here, he's out in Atwater as well.
Okay, wow. So you guys made the trip to come here to let them know what's going on.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it.
That's a part of representation, is making sure that, we hit up all of these different areas and at the end of the day, if I'm being honest, the best of the best is really, combined in the Central Valley.
Absolutely.
Right here. I mean, if you ever get a chance to participate in any of our events, this just isn't your average poetry. Right? This is top tier poetry that you'll be able to experience, and especially once we go to those next levels, the level of competition that we're in and able to be competitive with. There's some of the best here to be able to hear our words and represent the Central Valley appropriately.
Absolutely. So you are the winner of the national competition?
So I am the Grand Slam champion for 2025. So that means all of the competitions that we had monthly last year led up to our Grand Slam championship slam. Grand Slam champion. So I was able to secure that. It was very close. It was not easy by any stretch of the imagination. And I'm just so proud individually of my growth, but just to be able, I just started this journey probably about 2 years ago now. So, and even Michael and I have talked about it quite frequently, as far as I really just came in and jumped in head first. And so now to have that full circle moment of being able to be the Grand Slam champion, it's really a privilege and an honor. And I try and not think about it too long because I'm an emotional being, so I'll get sappy. But I'm just really honored to be able to represent the team in the Central Valley and just have my voice heard individually as well as the teams, because we have so much to say. And the beauty about poetry is that I've been able to enjoy so many different viewpoints when you see so many people involved. And I think as a society, if we could do a little bit more of listening to each other and hearing our stories, we would realize how much more similar we are than apart, and maybe we would be less divisive than what we are now. So I'm just very grateful.
Understand each other a little bit better. We can relate. We can all relate to each other, but sometimes there's that barrier that just doesn't allow it. But I do want to know, only 2 years ago, what even came in your mind that said, hey, you know what, I want to to try this poetry thing.
So I am a federal employee.
Okay.
So it really started out. I'm come from 3 generations of maternal English teachers. So
Okay.
words and poetry have
Yep.
been in the blood since birth. And I would perform here and there, but it really came as a work-life balance. I was struggling not within my agency, but within the position within the agency,
Okay.
and I needed some balance with my life. And I had a few friends that were very persistent about me taking this seriously and
Yeah.
taking it to the next level. And really, everything that I've done has just been like, oh, you can do that with poetry? Bet, I'll do that. And just like, oh, that's what it is. What's slam? Okay, let's go. Like, and it was just getting more and more involved and becoming more serious about the art. Free time is all consuming of poetry now for the most part.
But I bet you didn't have the free time before, and now you've like created a free time to do what you love to do. Is that balance you were looking for?
Yes.
Like, let me get out of my work mind for a minute.
Absolutely.
And do something else with my brain here.
Yeah, you get, because it's overwhelming, you know, corporate America,
absolutely.
it's all consuming. So this is my balance to be able to be creative and express myself. And even when I do too much, I'm always like, when's the next event? When's the next poetry event? Just because as much as sometimes I know I need to sit down, I can't do it just because I love it so much. So I'm super happy to be here.
Oh, I'm happy that you have found that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you've discovered your joy.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And and I feel like doing events like the Loudmouth and being able to come to our spaces, it's once you kind of show like and get comfortable in our space and become a regular participant, then the opportunities open up for you with us. Like I had the pleasure of meeting Kay and meeting Protected around the same time, and just seeing how they've grown in the community and how they've put out their efforts, put out their time. And these are 2 poets too that I know that will travel for events as well. And so here they are now as members.
Whatever needs to happen,
Whatever needs to happen. And I'm honored to have both of them on my team this year. And I'm excited to open up the opportunities for them. So we had Lady K as our feature at our last slam, and we will be having Protected Poet as our feature for our March slam.
Love it. And then what brought you into poetry? How long have you been in this game?
It's like this is my twin.
Yeah?
It's 2 years for me as
2
well.
years too. So how did that even happen? What did that look like?
I've always been a writer, but I couldn't figure out where I wanted to go with my writing.
Yeah.
I wrote movies, songs, R&B songs, but
storyteller.
But once I got a calling, that I'm going to be a poet, and so I began to write poetry. I tried it out. I really wasn't confident. I didn't think, because my style would go with the traditional type of poetry, and so I met somebody one day. They told me that I was good. And
that's your style. It's your own style. It doesn't have to match anything. That's your style. That's what probably makes you good in your own right. Yeah,
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Just
the uniqueness
just
of it.
wait and see.
I know. I'm excited. I know. I can't wait. So that's really cool. So someone probably was like, "Hey, you know what? You got a gift here. Let's do something with it."
Right. It took a lot of encouragement, but here we are today.
Absolutely.
Yes, I love that. And that's just a testament to, don't be afraid to give someone a compliment.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid to shine your light into somebody, because maybe they don't see it in themselves, but when you see something in somebody, help them realize it. And I absolutely love that for you. I'm super excited to hear what you have to throw down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you too. Yes, girl power. I'm all for it. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so we've talked about all kinds of stuff. Is there anything else that you guys want to throw out there before we get to some performances here?
Well, we are, like you mentioned in the beginning of the interview, we are in the middle of a brand new slam season. So if you do want to have the opportunities that come with being able to feature at the Loudmouth Slam, or being able to take your talent outside of the Central Valley, now's the time to start proving yourself.
Get a hold of you guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
We host our show every third Sunday at Arts Visalia. It's a monthly competition, and it is also now a pre-slam workshop series we are hosting again called the Lab Sessions.
Okay.
So we invite poets to come out to the venue early, do some writing with us, and get some feedback on your work, and then enter the slam and enjoy kind of the aspect of the writing, the editing, the drafting, and
then what does it look like
then
when
building
it's all
up
put
to the
together?
performance.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they're doing that and then performing?
Yes.
Is that cost? Does that
So
cost something?
the workshops are free to attend.
Yeah.
We do charge a $10 entry for our events, but those are funds that go in support of our cause and support of covering our overhead.
$10 is nothing.
Yes.
$10 is a cup of coffee.
Yes.
And so yeah, absolutely.
The winner also wins $100 too.
Yes.
Oh, the winner of the every month.
Yes, we give out a $100 cash prize just for
so you're putting
showing
$10 towards your $100 that you're trying to do, and you know that
investment,
that community and that encouragement really is what helped me foster, you know, my talent. And you just, you know, you see what other people have. You know, we're very supportive of each other, so we're always giving each other advice, and you know, like, how can you do better, or maybe I can, you know, do something this way. So it's not just about like competition. I know that can be overwhelming for some people, but it very much is a supportive community where we're here just to see you grow and share your words. And sometimes it's not about the competition. Some people just have something to say, and we love that as well. And so, but if you want to win the money, you know, absolutely, that'll challenge you, hopefully, to up your pen game and be competitive. But it really is about community and support. We're all going through so much within this current climate right now. So I know for me, poetry has been so cathartic and necessary, especially within these times.
Absolutely. Yeah, I couldn't have said that any better. Definitely. So it's an outlet. Is it like an open mic?
We do.
Like anyone can come and
anyone
perform?
can sign up. Anyone can join the slam competition, and you can perform in any style of poetry on any topic with, you know, little or no censorship. I mean, we do say that, you know, freedom of speech does not guarantee freedom of accountability. So we won't tolerate anything that's hateful or spiteful or directed towards anyone specific. But
do you guys get people coming in like that sometimes?
Not
that way
so
you had
often
to make,
anymore.
That's good. Yeah. It's a different world. Like, that's not really who's coming to things like this.
Exactly.
We might not agree always. Like, some styles are different, or I might not have the same opinion. But you know, politics, things like that. But it's all very respectful and very, you know, welcoming, just to hear other people's viewpoint. But yeah, no, there hasn't been any tension or anything like that. So that's truly what I enjoy about it.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you guys are just a walk away from here. We walked down there the other day. It's a nice little walk to get down there.
Most definitely.
Yeah. So that's, what day is that kicking off?
Every third Sunday.
Every third Sunday, guys. Get on down there to Arts by Visalia. Get to the workshop. Yes, get to that workshop, and it's just $10 to get in there to the competition. You could win $100 prize, or just get out there to speak your message.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. I love it. All right. Are we getting ready for this performance?
Oh, I'm ready. I don't know if they're ready.
I don't know if you guys are ready.
Stay ready.
Yes. All right, we're gonna get some performances going on, and then
every man that I have ever entertained has presented me with two sides of an imperfect coin. I oftentimes get asked why I don't write love poems. And my response is that the portraits of love that have been presented don't allow me to paint them with a brushstroke colored in shades of valor, but rather in a more honest hue of villain. At least the Joker wore his mask on the outside, making his true intentions much harder to look away from. Unfortunately, my choices have been much more Batman and Superman in their clandestine trickery, never really knowing if I was in the presence of Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent, Dr. Jekyll, or Mr. Hyde. I saw the superhero within a facade. I could even say that I had become the villain in my own story, allowing their sweetly whispered words to catch up with the treachery of the villain they truly were, less of the victim they wanted me to believe in, as I became the punchline to their dastardly deeds, never being allowed to see the inner sanctum of the Batcave. Little did I know, I was always searching for something in someone who couldn't even align their own duality enough to have their reflections be in alignment. As I mistook their masks for mirrors, believing that my own reflection was twisted in their lies, but now I see it was not I who wore the villain's cape. It was my need for a hero that tethered me to the bat signal. I have learned to stop seeking those who claim to save, for their capes hide more than they reveal. Instead, I stripped away my own mask. No longer hiding in shadows, I spent too long being the damsel in distress. No more borrowed capes, no more searching skies for saviors, no longer being my own kryptonite. I lay down the myth of needing to be saved and step into the light of my own becoming. I am the heroine, not of a story written for me, but of the one I create with every breath. Each scar becomes a chapter, each triumph a verse. I do not wait for love to arrive. I love myself with the fierceness that no villain can unravel. The rescue has always been here, not in the arms of another, but in the steady beat of my own pulse. So let the records reflect that this has become my very first love poem to myself.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. Check her out, guys. Check her out.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I used to love when mommy played hopscotch with me. Now, mommy love hop and scotch more than me. The only time she's starving for my attention is when she need me to feed her heroin. I had to inject needles in my mama's veins. I got sick and tired of being sick and tired of mama being dope sick. Hey, have you ever seen a heroin addict detoxify? If not, then you should know. Within minutes of being without a fixed day, breakdown start going through withdrawals, end up having cold sweats mixed with hot flashes. It saddens me when I think about it because my mother had to go through that. Drugs demolished my mother's motherhood, which in return tarnished my childhood. Hey, what you know about being 11 years old, getting ready to go to school in the morning, walk out your front door to a crack fiend smoking a crack pipe in the staircase. Many days I step through many clouds of smoke, holding my breath so I don't inhale the aroma. Now I'm in the classroom, being locked up by class clowns. You want to know why? Because my coat smell like crack smoke. Would you know those same crack fiends would burglarize my home, steal TVs, sell them for drugs? I would have to go buy them back from the backstabbing, cutthroat, dope dealers. Oh no! Those TVs belong to me. Have you ever binged, watched two unhinged meth heads fight over a piece of crystal? Well, I have. It looks like a death match. Drugs garnished my family members from me. My auntie does drugs like there's no tomorrow. My uncle did drugs, didn't make it to see tomorrow. My nephew codeine addiction led him to rehabilitation. He intervention, relapsed and entered prison. I hope being behind bars get the monkey off his back. Drug addiction is a deceiving disease that deceived my deceased niece. Close your eyes. Picture losing multiple family members to drugs. It's a scary thought, right? Imagine what you envision to be my reality. Unfortunately, drugs abolished my family. I just pray they're emancipated from the abolishment. No, from the enslavement of drugs. Peace!
My friends, I have a confession to make. All that I ask is that you try not to see me any different, and please try to understand that I have been living in way too long a denial on this lifelong issue. But the fact of the matter is is I am fat. Oh, no, it's true. It's been weighing down on me for a long time. Now it just seemed like the perfect time to come out of the pantry that I am a blubber cake, two-chin big boy with the season pass at Taco Bell and Krispy Kreme. I am composed of too many Costco samples, 2-for-1 specials, and heaping handfuls of, are you going to finish that? Horses tremble in fear when they see me coming. My thunder thighs are on constant watch by the Weather Channel. Ronald and the Colonel have fought wars to fight for my attention. And before you even ask, I do have a six-pack. I'm just working on the keg first. At the end of the day, I could blame genetics, the drive-thru, the buffet line. But this is just me. This is only my crispy outside. So let me show you what's really inside of this cream puff. That I am flesh stretched over, encompassing me like an organic shield that protected me from a childhood of taunts and jeers. All of them simply reminding me that I became a statistic, that 1 out of every 3 children struggle with the weight issue, and out of that group, more than half become victims to bullying. They will sing rhymes to you. Sticks and stones can break bones. Sticks and stones can break bones. It is so much easier when they have already filled your shoes with jagged pebbles and constantly stab your sides with branches. I am nerves, a network of reactions reacting to my surroundings. I am human. I have my beliefs, my disbeliefs, my vices, my virtues, my angels, my demons, my heaven, my hell. I am sick. And there isn't a workout tape or miracle drug out there that can help me. My happy pills were happy meals. But you might as well use kerosene to put out a flaming house if you expect a happy meal to cure your depression. It was only recently that I learned that my words can be heavy as well. I now practice adding weight to them, making them heavier and heavier and heavier, making the elephant in the room harder to forget. It was poetry that taught me that I can make a difference. And damn, I will make a difference, even if it costs me 1 pound at a time.
Yes.